What's up, everybody? It's your girl Melissa from Dreambella.com, home for the melanin beauty, and we are here with another Drinks and Discussion episode 3. I do want to keep y'all alarmed that there might be a little person that y'all may see interrupt here and there. We definitely apologize because today we have some testosterone. Yeah,
don't pronounce it while you drink.
That right there. Here. This is our executive producer here who's joining in with our drinks and discussion.
I just want to tell her to wrap up certain.
So yes, okay. But before we get really into our discussion, I just want to bring light to a situation. So here at Dreambella, we definitely, and on Drinks and Discussion, we definitely don't want anybody to feel like they are being attacked or mistreated while they're on this show. That's not what we represent. So definitely this is to guests here now and any guests in the future. Like if at any time anyone here feels triggered or feels like they're being attacked by their opinion, please don't be afraid to say so that we can deal with that situation accordingly, because here this is a safe place for everyone to express how they feel, whether we agree or disagree, and it should stay that way. And we never want anybody to walk away feeling I guess hurt or attacked or damaged. Okay, so I just wanted to clear that up.
Okay.
Got that already cleared?
I got that.
Okay.
I missed the last.
Okay, so now since we got that out of the way, we're going into our top talk.
Yes.
And the first top talk we're going to get into is Corner. I sound like Tyler Perry. Cornerstone Carolyn. So everybody know about Cornerstone Carolyn?
Yes.
The situation. So we're going to update our people. Cornerstone. Listen, leave me alone right now. I'm drinking on my apothic crutch. Okay? You know? Cornerstone Carolyn. And if y'all don't know about that situation, it's the situation where it was a white female who decided to call the police because she said that a minor black male had touched her.
She said grab.
She was sexually assaulted by a
child. He grabbed.
Yes.
Grabbed her.
Yes.
And then later on,
it was his book bag barely brushing past.
She said the mama made a scene. She said everything was all out of control. Then it come to find out there was no report. NYPD said there was no report.
So she never really called him.
So she was on the phone faking?
There was no report. And this is why Eric Adams, who's the Brooklyn president, he's asking NYPD to go ahead and investigate. Because he said she shouldn't get away with it. Honestly,
right.
He said we need to be clear. There are consequences for outlandish and threatening public behavior that seeks to intimidate innocent bystanders, especially children.
Right.
So,
did
like
y'all
you
see
said,
that little boy looked terrified. He was
crying. He even cried when they raised some money for him in support to let him know, in the community. Nice. And he cried then. I mean, he just doesn't understand. He's like 9 years old.
Yeah.
But why would he? Most grown men understand.
Right.
You know, when they put in that situation. If they innocent.
Right.
You know
I
what I'm
understand what you're saying.
If somebody said, "Oh, you raped me," when you know it was consensual, or somebody said, you know, anytime you get something like that, like that's heavy. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So did y'all see when he was on the show and I think he did an interview with ABC, and basically he said that he was like, I don't accept her apology. Like I don't forgive her.
I wouldn't forgive. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm not saying harbor it, but there's no reason. She should mean anything to him.
Right.
I didn't feel bad.
I don't care how she feels about it. Like
I felt like he shouldn't. Like, here's the thing. I think we kind of perpetuate this narrative that, you know, you're supposed to forgive. You know, forgive, and that's the right thing to do, which is understandable. But at the same time, like you say, if it's not
it's just
real and genuine, and it ain't coming from the heart, I don't have to accept that.
No, I don't.
Well, Eric Adams, he also said he wants the NYPD to investigate and see if she broke the law by impersonating a police officer. He said we cannot dismiss
I heard she was a police
false
officer
complaint calls to the police with mere apologies, sincerely or not. And just like you said the last show, a stepping stone is a stepping stone. If they're feeling the consequences of their actions now, maybe it'll be a nice domino effect. People will understand that you cannot just act a certain type of way.
Because I feel like if the police was actually called, that could have went way
absolutely.
You know, it could have been. You know, you could have had another Tamir Rice. Just in Georgia at the Cumberland Mall, you had the little boy. I think his name Corey J. Who they already cited for selling CDs. I can understand if you as a mall executive, you do what you got to do. But, you know, they made it seem like he was there this time with family. You know, they're just on an outing. And the way the cop was just holding him, you know, like, there's a way to diffuse the situation with the little kid named
Corey J in the mall, and the police officer grabbed him up in the mall, and the aunt ended up getting arrested because she was like, "Why y'all?" Like,
she literally got upset, and she did put her hands on him. She did, you know. But I feel like her emotions and her fear of what she's been seeing was rising, and before her, you know, nephew becomes a statistic, then I will step in and be that statistic before he does.
I think I felt that too when I saw it. I think she was kind of like, just like, I think she was trying to distract it from being her nephew. Right. So she was trying to like take it on instead of her nephew.
And that's exactly what the little fella mom did on the corner. Like, you're not gonna do this to my son.
Which is cool. I think that protection is important. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that factor is important because a lot of times these people do whatever they want to.
Right.
And get away with it. Like the white lady I talked about before down here who was hitting a little boy. You know, if she didn't get charged, there would be more white ladies in that subdivision feeling like they could hit on little boys and girls of color.
Yeah, that's true. And let's not forget about, she don't have a name, but I'll call her Apartment Allison. Who decides? Who decides who?
She want to be the doorman.
She want to be the doorman to stop the guy from. What was her name?
They
called her name.
They called her name.
I don't know.
I can't remember what they. I don't know the name.
I forgot what it was.
But
I know it's fair housing violation. You cannot do that.
But you made off camera. You made a good point, which I thought about what you said, like
about her flirting with
it came off that I thought
her body language.
Her body, that's what it was.
You know what I'm saying?
Felt
she
that
thought
from
she
her.
was being cute
at
first. And then she saw that it was still going to the left, but she still thought she was cute. Yeah, and like it wouldn't go as far as it was going to go.
Out for her.
So it was kind of like she felt a little shame that she was kind of getting rejected.
When that girl got closed in her face.
And her advances wasn't taken seriously.
Why she called the police.
So that's why she like, I'm about to call the police. Which reminds me of how they used to do things way back in the day with our ancestors and people
our slaves.
Yeah.
When ma'am will come out on the porch and look at it, I'm from across the
and if he didn't take
he ends up inside the house and she's screaming rape or something like that, or it didn't.
Rosewood.
Okay.
That's what I said, what I told you, that the truth is always the truth, right? Like we was talking about that at the end of Rosewood, like he had to face the fact that even though he knew she was lying from the beginning, and they did all of that to those black people, that in the end he had to go and deal with his wife because he already knew she was lying from the beginning.
Well, we're going to move on to the next topic, and we're going to go into this. Drake tells his side of the Pusha T Kanye West beat. So Drake got on Drake got on the interview with LeBron James. I can see some Drake haters up in here. There's some Drake haters up in here. I clearly see that. But let me finish what I'm saying. It was Drake clearly. I mean, if y'all didn't see it, Drake did a interview with LeBron James' new show on HBO where it's, I don't know, Barber Cuts or something, Barbershop. And he did an interview where he spoke on his side of the situation with the Kanye, Pusha T. And then Pusha T later on came and did an interview with Joe Budden about, you know, I guess to negate the things that Drake said. So, who want to go first?
We'll let you explain what Drake said.
You want to speak?
No, you go first.
Okay. So, what Drake said on the interview was he basically said that Kanye reached out to him. Kanye told him that he wanted to work on some music. He was going to Quincy Jones him and get him some hits out there, and they was going to write together. And he needed Drake to be transparent and tell him about everything what's going on in his life. Drake told him what's going on in his life. And then I guess next thing you know, Drake was like, I think Drake said he told him about his son. He told him about his when his album was coming out.
He was actually supposed to tell everybody about his son in a song called March 14th.
Oh.
That's what it was supposed to be. He was supposed to tell everybody about his son, but Kanye stitch ass.
He said it first.
Next stuff, yeah.
Okay, so that's
was coming out while his music.
See, I didn't know that. Okay. So that's what happened with Drake, and then he said next thing you know, he see the dish record coming out, and he heard the poopity scoop boo that that was supposed to be his song, and Kanye did the poopity scoop, which did look a little like trolling, because why would you put out a song that you said that was for me, and then you talk about poopity scoop,
right?
Poopity boop. But anyway, so that was Drake's side. But you know what? We gonna let the man go first. That you know. Today is gonna be gentlemen's first. Go ahead.
Yeah, you're expert in this area.
I didn't speak on my opinion. I just spoke of what happened.
On Drake's situation with Drake going on that show. To me, I ain't gonna lie, everything seemed scripted. Seemed like they was just lobbing it and he was just knocking it. You know, he was just dunking the ball down.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you go on the Breakfast Club and you're being interviewed, Charlamagne gonna ask you a question. You gonna make the little scrunchy face because y'all ain't get those questions ahead of time.
But that's his
friend.
But if you wanna,
even if you're talking to friends, even right now, somebody interrupts somebody. It's something that's going to go on. That's going to show that the conversation is a real conversation.
Right.
You know, that show isn't meant to be scripted.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that was a scripted conversation.
That's what it felt
now,
like.
What Drake said, if it's true, then yeah, Kanye is dirty. I don't knock Pusha T because they was having a rap battle. Anything goes in a rap battle. I mean, like Jay-Z said he nutted on Nas' baby mama seat. He apologized later.
But you say isn't the problem. What you talk about and what you beef about isn't the problem. The integrity is how you go about those things.
Very true. But look, 50 Cent went and got Rick Ross' baby mama.
That's his baby mama. 50 Cent didn't go and act like he was friends.
But
if
if 50 Cent could have took Rick Ross out and bought him an outfit, and Rick Ross would have gave all the information up, he would have did that. Nobody in rap's history has been allowed to actually get the information from the person they're at war with, because Pusha T been at war with Cash Money and Young Money for like 10 years now. They're not going to be able to come and get that information from the person they at war with just like that.
Well, here's even more of my question. Because, see, here's the thing with Pusha T, where, you know, I get it, but it seemed like that's a whole lot of built up resentment and vendetta, because you mad at Young Money, and you still trying to go in on, like, you building your career about going in about these people, especially when your CEO ain't putting that time and energy in it. Why are you?
I mean, he tries to
exactly.
Drake got to come back. Drake said he had to come back. He said he had to come back with Kanye and Pusha on it. He said, but it was so nasty.
Yeah.
And it was so dirty, because I read that in Vibe magazine. He said it was so nasty. He said he couldn't even do it. Like, he said he couldn't even bring himself to do it, so he just stayed quiet about it.
And as far as you saying it's scripted, I won't. The thing about that is, was it scripted? Maybe it was. Does that negate that it wasn't true, though? You know what I'm saying? Like, I can go on the interview and say, this is what I want to, this is what I want to talk about. Yeah, this is what I want to talk about. Does it mean that what he said is not true? Right. Because he's not the only one who said that he told Kanye all his business. Kanye said he told him all his business. That's why Kanye came back and said, oh, y'all, I wasn't the one who said it. Because he did tell Drake to be transparent, and Drake did tell his all his business. And next thing you know, I done told all my business to you, and now it's on somebody's song, your artist song at that, and it's up and popping right now. And you can say sorry, but you ain't stop. You ain't tell him no, don't do it. You ain't call and give me a heads up and say he was about to do it. You ain't say, nah, Pusha, you can't do it on my beat. You ain't do any of that. You allowed it to go on. So I don't blame Drake. I wouldn't take none of that Kanye apology genuine at all, because it ain't genuine. To me.
We've already established.
Well, Kanye was trying to cover himself because Drake was telling his girls not to wear Yeezys and stuff like that, and you know that affects Kanye's bottom line. You know, there was like he made the girl take the shoes off and got her some other shoes. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he was basically like, we ain't wearing that shit no more.
He should have called Beyonce and see what she got them knocked off.
Since there has been Pusha T did go on the Joe Budden podcast. He said the information came from 40, from a young lady that 40 was dealing with.
I could believe that too, but why can't both be true?
Well, the thing about it is, on Twitter right now, Drake and 40 is going at it. And the reason why Drake and 40 is going at it is because of 40's response. I ain't seen the response because we sitting right now. I was trying to find it.
What did 40 say?
Basically,
what's allegedly
from what the chatter
said?
is, it's a bunch of memes with Drake bobbing his head when Pusha T said the line 40 hunched over. Basically to say like 40 probably admitted that happened, that he did give the information, and that is true.
But see, that's the thing. I never doubt that. You know what I'm saying? I never doubt that.
I see what you're saying. You're basically saying that, Pusha T heard it from the young lady, but it's not to say Kanye didn't confirm it.
And this is all about his son.
Yeah, like it's not. And it ain't just about the son. Like Drake said, what? I told him that my stuff was coming out in July. Drake said, when 40 told me like, yo, like it sound like this man about to try to do an album. He's like, nah, his stuff's supposed to be coming out in October. Like that's this, and then all of a sudden, coincidentally now, everybody on Good Music coming out around the same time you coming out. Like really? But that's supposed to be coincidental, and ain't nothing about that sketchy or nothing about that would lead Drake to believe that Kanye set him up.
No, I don't disagree that he could definitely see it as Kanye setting him up. I don't even see it as Kanye is filthy in this situation. I mean, I don't say Pusha T is innocent, but I say what you do with your enemy is what you do with your enemy.
Right.
Like, I think the worst thing you can do to your enemy is kill him. He didn't kill him. But, you know what I'm saying? Saying, oh, well, you got information from your CEO. That's so wrong. Like,
so you just feel like the way Pusha went about it was just...
I feel how I feel about the situation is, I feel like a rap battle is a rap battle. You go as far as you want to go. Like, I don't think that nobody should be like, oh, that's not the rules. Like when Drake said, oh, that's it's rules to this. Like, I don't necessarily agree with that. There aren't rules. However, yes, you can apply rules to yourself as far as your integrity and how you do it. However, all I'm saying with Pusha T is, like I done told y'all before, don't pee on my head and talk about it's raining. Like, just don't act like Kanye you ain't know nothing about what Kanye was doing over there with Drake. You had no clue, and you just only heard this information from a 40 girlfriend, and that's how this all came about. Like, don't do that. That's all I'm saying with Pusha T. Like, don't do that.
He went in so hard. You want to fact check. Let me fact check a little bit.
Yeah, like don't do that. Like I'm not mad about the fact that that's what he want to do. I wouldn't necessarily. Drake picking up OVO 40 from the hospital after Pusha T's interview. But
maybe he took it personally. That was something big. He wanted to tell everybody, like, maybe he was excited about it.
He had a whole rollout. He had a Adidas situation with his child's name. To be honest. Like, he had a whole rollout. That's what made it so. That's what made it so clever as a diss.
And then you made that man look.
Away.
Yeah, you took everything away, and then you gonna sit here and act like, huh? No, Kanye ain't say nothing. I got all of this from 40 Girl.
In the end, the winner is Drake. You know what I'm saying? For Drake to continue to battle, he would have lost. He would have gave more attention to Pusha T, more attention to all of the good music releases, and he wouldn't have been.
That is true. When
he wouldn't have been
focused.
Once he stopped talking, and they was like, "Oh, he lost." That went on for like maybe a week, and then all of a sudden, Shiggy started dancing to that song, and
Kiki, do you love me?
The rest of the song was on Drake and everything else
because he ran out of attention.
Yeah. So
and I feel like that's why Pusha was. So he been ready to go on the Joe Budden show and talk about it because it brings the situation back again, and it shines light back on him and his album. Because how did his album sales do?
His album did good.
It did okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean that's because pre-existing fans. I'm a fan of him.
Yeah, Pusha's not going to do bad. The music was good. Mm-hmm. He's on good music. It's produced by Kanye. It was part of the 7-song rollout. Mm-hmm. So it was going to do. It was going to do good regardless.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're right.
And he talked about that as well. But that's the thing I got from Pusha T speaking. He has more problems with Kanye, more so than he has with Drake. He wasn't there more so talking about Drake. He was really talking a lot about Kanye.
And what I told you,
tired of hearing about.
I tell you, I'm pretty.
This is the third week of talking about it in some way,
I just don't want to bring him back up no more. Since he been in the White House, I'm just.
I don't care what you think. I'm gonna like him. I'm gonna love him. It don't matter what nobody says. I'm gonna love him. I'm gonna love him to the end.
I'm gonna show from Kanye and go where he was last, which is back to the Oval Office, and lead in.
Okay, well we'll leave.
Yes, Melania Trump.
We'll MAGA hat on.
And her look-alike.
We'll go in with T.I. and Melania video with T.I. did a video with Melania stripping for him. It wasn't even really a video. It was like a trailer.
It was like a demo.
Yeah.
Introduction to something.
And now she wants to boycott T.I.
Freedom of speech.
Right. I mean, your husband practiced it on Twitter.
It didn't even have to be you, Melania. You just put the shoe on your foot. So
here's the funniest though. The funniest thing about this situation is that Trump has not opened his mouth and said a word.
He don't want no static.
I don't think he cares. I don't think he cares.
Wendy Williams showed Trump.
He said, I told you we're having your ass out.
And Wendy Williams showed Trump walking with the umbrella. And that cat had the umbrella on him.
Yes.
Then he started smiling and waving and had the umbrella on him totally. And she was standing in the rain looking stupid.
I don't think she cares.
One, Melania, get your own umbrella. Get your own umbrella, please.
I remember he left her outside with the diplomats and left her outside. He went inside to greet them.
Trump don't care that. He probably was looking at it like, yeah, that probably
So is there any truth to this? Who was you in there dancing for when I bought that plane?
That's why they said it. He sent her to Africa because he was trying to get with Kim K real quick. When she came to the White House, he sent her to Africa. Yeah.
Who the hell wants the double orange agent? Nobody don't want you, Trump.
Hey, Trump said that money is power.
Who knows that? Because Kanye and Kanye about to have to play her like go in there, make that sex thing with Donald Trump, and we
Do
gonna
what
get
you do.
Old Kanye, yeah. This Kanye, I don't think he's strategic at all.
Yeah.
I won't say that.
Yeah, T.I. had
Well, I know.
thoughts about Kanye. He tried to take up for Kanye a couple months ago, but god damn it.
The jacket that she had on, they said that was the same jacket she wore to go see Migrant Children. You know, it said, I really don't care.
Yeah.
Why?
Honestly, they said they tried to make it like she didn't care about the media, but I think
that's a lie.
I think she was
media.
saying it to Trump at the time when she wore the jacket. She just didn't think about where she was going, because that's when all of that stuff came out about the young lady he called Horseface, the porn star Stormy.
Oh yeah.
That's when all of that stuff came out, and she wasn't seen for a while, and then she popped up with that jacket on.
She wasn't seen for a while.
So I think that was they said it was a message maybe to her, but nobody actually specified what it was.
Well, all I know is, Melania, nobody is going to boycott no
salute
T.I.
T.I.
for you. Nobody about to do that, honey.
Sorry.
Yeah.
We boycott you before T.I.
Exactly.
We sure will, honey.
When you gonna call for a boycott?
Michelle Obama had her arms out in a dress, and y'all talk, but she's so indecent and on and on, like please.
Pictures of depicting her like a monkey or like an ape or something. Like
boycott.
But I can Google Melania's crotch shots right now.
Girl, titties, a coochie,
so
all that.
And that's our first lady.
So that's why I didn't understand that shit right there talking about. It was really inappropriate, but bitch,
that
you
was
just did that. Like, this was your career.
That was your career.
This
it's on
is
your
what
resume.
You did. Like, you had coochie out and titties out,
right?
And you a male order bride. Bitch, you's a male order bride.
Yes,
I know
you are. You just left that.
He don't even hold the umbrella over your
He
head.
don't. He don't care nothing about her. Like, he probably was mad. He got her pregnant. Like, damn, I ain't mean to have another one with you. And then
the relationship is sad.
Cause she don't stay. She don't live with him in the White House, do she?
No, she stayed
I don't
there.
think so.
She didn't at first. She was still in New York.
They had made her, huh?
She claimed it was because the kid was still in school, but I don't even think the kid go to school. You know what I'm saying?
What school was he going?
So she been staying there though. She was living there. Well, in the eyes of the public, I'm pretty sure she go in and go under some secret tunnel.
Like they
leave,
do on
you know.
what is the show with Olivia Pope?
Oh, Scandal.
Yeah, then they do that Scandal, had a little tunnel.
One little twist that I said is a lot of times people get really upset at the truth.
Yeah.
So in that video, Trump is getting on a helicopter, going up in the air. As he going up in the air, T.I. looking out the window watching him leave.
Ooh, hold on, wait a minute. Can I ask a
question?
Can I ask a question? Who was T.I. to be up in the White House? What was he portraying?
Listen, I'm
Hey,
just
It
saying.
didn't make sense.
See
Okay,
that?
let's go on. Okay.
So
T.I. was the Secret Service.
So
he was the Secret Service?
It's kind of like
I'm making it up. That's my
it's kind of like you telling the true story, but you don't know you telling the true story. Because why Trump always going by himself, and you always going by yourself, and why you don't want to live in the White House because you don't want all of that scrutiny.
Because she don't want to have sex. She ain't having sex with that man.
I don't think she has been. I don't like their relationship don't correlate. Like it don't show no affection whatsoever.
Yes, right.
Even if you was a mistress who was getting money in public, you'll pretend for the money like you actually with that person.
Care.
Like they don't pretend at all.
I was about to say it's not even just her; it's him too. Neither one of them, because it's not genuine.
Right.
And obviously they have some deep-rooted despise your
they
ass.
don't like each other.
They don't. They despise each other. When you despise somebody, you can't put on a front.
Yeah, you can't.
And that's my whole thing. I think.
So why you want to just leave?
I think T.I. showed her truth. You know what I'm saying? And which is as soon as this cat leave, I do my thing at the White House where it's safe, where I can have my little mistress or mister. You know what I'm saying? And nobody knows.
Bring them on.
And I think that kind of bothered her that, her truth was exposed.
Men watching after, probably on the staff or something.
She messing with the
Secret Service.
And nobody would blame you. I don't condone all of that stuff in a marriage, but nobody would blame you in that situation.
Stop talking right now.
Nobody would blame you in that situation. I'm just saying.
Just sip on your Sprite.
I'm being honest.
Okay, now we're about to move on to what I had heard. Now, this is the first time we're going to introduce this because we haven't introduced this into the peoples yet. So what I had heard is just kind of like a little rumor report. And the topic for what I had heard was Quavo with his song that he did. Speaking about how he was messing with Nicki Minaj.
Heard some of the
What's it called?
Dreams.
Dreams.
I think it's called Dreams. Yeah.
Dreams. So y'all think that's true?
Yeah, he did. He even did the whole little skit in his album release.
I saw that.
You know, where, you know, which she did, opening up her Chanel bag.
Oh, yeah, she was happy. You saw that?
Just a young lady on the skit did the same. I mean, he did. He did.
I think it's true because when the situation was going on about motorsport, that was the person she was like,
she
I'm
did.
really
She
disappointed.
was really disappointed.
And crying. And he said about her broken heart. She wanted to be married to him. And this is what he said.
She said she was hurt 50-something times too. Right, yeah.
Well, wait a minute. So what she was dealing with him on and off?
Girl, he said he put it on to try to get married. But all that was, she wanted to be married to Amigos.
Do you think that was like her little way of competing with Cardi B?
That's what it was.
Be with Quavo. But that would have never worked. That would have never worked. Like, it could have worked if she was. It would have been phenomenal had she, worked with Cardi B and wasn't trying to, compete with her. Like, if they worked together, that would have been the fucking shit.
I think that would have been amazing.
That would have been fucking amazing.
The music,
about the tour, like
the tour,
the money.
Like they would have been like that. Shit would have topped the Beyonce, Jay-Z shit. That shit would have been like, cause ain't nobody never seen that shit.
I feel like some of her,
two hot ass right
jealous
female rappers.
She was able to come out and be authentic and be herself. And here I got to go put on all this persona, which now I've just adapted to.
Or do you believe too that it probably angered her even more with Cardi B, because we don't really know when her and Quavo was dealing. So maybe they was dealing like before Cardi B and Offset got engaged and got married and all of that.
I think it's jealousy.
Seen it in everyday life with
I think it's jealousy all around. I think it's jealousy that for one, she ain't see Cardi B coming to try to stop it. She seen everybody else coming to where she could stop them in a certain manner. Cardi B came from social media, and then all of a sudden Love and Hip Hop, which is where most artists go to kind of
she kind of diminished that. Like,
so she was like, she ain't about to be nothing. She just this, and then all of a sudden she got that hit, and it was over. And it's like, I'm too late to stop it. I ain't got no project ready. I don't have nothing going. You know what I'm saying? I ain't dropped nothing in 5 years. Now I got to try to do something.
People did say her album was kind of rushed.
Her album, to me, I heard it when he played it. Like, it's not. I don't think it's bad. I think it's typical Nicki. I don't think it's nothing phenomenal about it. I don't think it's like, oh my gosh, like this is the shit. Like, I think she just did another Nicki Minaj.
I mean, some of her words, I definitely was feeling some of her lyrics. She did touch on some stuff for me. But like, as far as just the whole aspect of just the whole album as a whole, it's cliche for her. Yeah. Like, she typecasted herself with that style of, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and see, I like what
she got to stay on it now.
Yeah, I like what you just said, because that's the typical aspect when it comes to music. Like, most of the time, the artists stay the same, the fans change. So, Nicki's biggest problem since last year is she was dropping the singles. She was putting out music, but people wasn't really, it was like, it's cool, you know what I'm saying?
That's when she went more
it's
pop,
cool,
right?
but it ain't. No, she dropped like Chung Lee and all of that stuff. Didn't she do Chung Lee this year, or was that last year?
No, this year was Chung Lee. I like Chung Lee.
She dropped 3 songs last year, and she was supposed to be coming out.
Oh, yeah.
And then those songs didn't get really like no burn.
On World Star, that's what I heard.
And then that's when she kind of like, I'm pushing my album back.
Yeah.
And then she came out with 3 more tracks, and one of them was Chung Lee, and that did all right. You know what I'm saying? And that's when she started coming out. But I think she realized that her fans had already kind of changed. People want more genuine. They want more real.
They grow up. Your fans grow. Like, people talk about Jay-Z and may feel like with Jay-Z with his 444 album, but like that, like he, like your fans grow up, so his fans ain't gonna be the blueprint forever. You know what I'm saying? Like his fans ain't gonna be reasonable doubt.
Yeah, if he was
like
still selling crack, I don't know.
His fans is not going to be like that forever. His audience has grown, and so he's grown. So he got to feed, because even though the people, and I say this is a small percentage of people like, oh, he whack now, like that. I feel like that's a small percentage, because if he had kept doing the same thing, he wouldn't have no fans.
Guess what happens? You got a new era. You have a different generation. Yeah. So as we grow, you're expected as a person to grow. Yeah. You should grow. Yeah. And if you're not growing because you think you're hanging on to those same fans, it's ridiculous. You're not hanging on to those same fans. Because kids nowadays won't know certain songs Jay-Z made. They probably have not listened to Reasonable Doubt, like the Blueprint, but they listen to what they hear now. For some of them, they might know, I know who he is based off of that, and have to Google and go back. But you're not going to keep the same people. You're just not.
They say that's dad music now.
The BET Hip Hop Music Award.
I did not see that. I'm so mad.
It doesn't matter. I didn't know who nobody was.
I know. Don't you feel like?
I was like, what? I knew Cardi B.
That's all you knew.
And some other people, just sprinkle a little people up in there. I didn't know nobody.
I didn't know who that person Charlamagne said was. He was like person from South Carolina. I was like, who that is? I ain't never heard of him before.
What was that? Walterboro or something like that?
Yeah, he's from Walterboro.
He from Walterboro?
I can't remember his name.
Yo, I was so hoping he had that Geechee accent. I was so mad he didn't sound Geechee. I was like, why is he representing for the culture?
He sounds like
he's from somewhere up north. I was like, God damn.
Why is that?
That's how Walterboro people from South
anywhere north of
I'll
say Orangeburg to sound.
Don't try to like Columbia.
Columbia. No,
we talk country.
I don't know. Y'all wear Timberlands.
No, we don't. That's a lie. That's a lie.
They be from Sumter.
No, they be them people who wear them. They be from Sumter and Hopkins, and that's where they be from.
I can't even say Hopkins. I can't even say Hopkins. No, but that's something.
That's something. Yeah, that ain't no darn Columbia. We talk country. You hear us?
Maybe even Kingstree.
Maybe. But we don't. Yeah. We don't talk. We are country. But how he gonna say that when he pick at us all the time? Talking about Columbia people talk like country, like this, and y'all from up north, and y'all talk
country. Like the guys is like from my experience, the guys is like, yo, what's up, yo?
No, you so lie. No, but listen, ain't no guy I went to school with at Columbia High.
I'm gonna tell my brother.
Ain't no nigga I went to school with talk like that. The only niggas who talk like that came from Sumter, or they was actually from up north.
Every time I go to Columbia, I always be like, and we walking around, I be like, I say these farmers can tell by the way I walk. From life.
Don't be hating on the Met now. Don't be hating on. Y'all see I'm representing. Don't be hating on Columbia.
Oh yeah, I came through, snatched one up, and then my homeboy came, snatched the other one. You know what I'm saying?
Anyway,
Charleston Brothers, there's a tip. Columbia girls love y'all, so you know, go
move on. They might not love y'all no more. Cause he done ruined it.
Oh.
Okay.
Moving on.
Moving on to relationship goals. So, and we introduced relationship goals the last episode. So this episode, if you don't know, relationship goals is just about things, scenarios, things that happen in relationship. You got something to say?
He said he's talking about relationship.
You got something to say? So that's the relationship goal. So the first thing I want to talk about is Moniece and Fizz from Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, and I want to say this because she kind of chimed in on this on the episode Monday, which I thought was like, this isn't talked about a lot. So the situation was, of course, Moniece feels like in her relationship with Fizz, them co-parenting, like she doesn't get the respect as the mother, and she says it's due to the fact that Fizz kind of on the first season said that she was a deadbeat mother, and that's the kind of oversight that everybody has come accustomed to calling her out on, is that she's a deadbeat mother.
Right.
But you know, she made it like, you know why I gave custody of you, because I knew that I was unfit. I knew that I wasn't in good conditions or good position to take care of our son, and I thought you being the father could step up and help me until I got on my feet. And I feel like I love that she did that, because a lot of women, I think, are criticized and are condemned for giving custody to the father or whoever till they get themselves together, because Sky being another one was called deadbeat because she gave her children up for adoption. So that's why I brought that to the light, because I was like, yo, like, I never thought about it that way, because I could tell she was really, really hurt. And from what I see from her, I just don't get that she was just this horrible mother who wanted to go party and not have any responsibility.
But that's the thing, even if she was as unfortunate as it may be, if that's what she was doing, you know, at least she wasn't, you know, just panning him off to just random people.
She wasn't neglecting him.
Right. You know, she put him in her hands. I mean, there are cases where men do it all the time. Where females do it instead of giving them to the father. Now your grandmother, well, your mother, or could be your grandmother, is taking care of the child. So yes,
and that was another thing, because she could have been vindictive and been like, I'm gonna give them to my mom or my aunt or my grandma,
and pretend like she's in the household. Women do that, and good and well they're not around. You know. And why not give him to the father? I'm saying it, but him or her. You know, either way. Give the child to the father. Give the father a chance.
Right. I don't think there's nothing wrong with it.
I think it's just another side.
Right.
My bad. I don't know if I cut you.
No.
But I think it's another side, because I think in most cases, like, women have the children and they see the man out and they're like, oh, he just bought this. Oh, he just bought that, but he ain't doing what he's supposed to do by his child. So
did y'all see the girl who dropped the baby off on the stairs?
And talking about I'm with the
2-year-old baby. She rang the doorbell, knocked on the door, dropped the stuff.
I ain't seen it, but I heard about it.
I ain't seen that one, but I seen the one where I seen the clip where the father recorded the mother who she had a green card and she took the child out.
We talked about that last week.
And put the child on the corner. And people was just bashing this girl, and I'm like, yo, I could see, because I done had 3 kids. I'm like, I can see that this girl is having postpartum. Like, this girl is not mentally equipped. So if she told you as a father, please get her. I can't take her right now. Please get her. Why would you then record her and then be like, see what I gotta deal with? She's a deadbeat mother. Like, now she would have took your daughter, and next thing you know, you got a call from the police department telling your child dead because she, you know, drowned her. She couldn't take it no more. They even tell you
when you go to the doctor's office, if you're having those moments where maybe, you know, the child has frustrated you, you make sure the child is in a safe place. Go sit outside on the porch, or you know what I'm saying. You don't leave them for too long, but you walk away. So if there's an adult that should be there to take care of the child, you got time to start taping. But you're not getting your child.
I think that things have been seen from one side for a long time, right? Because like for example, what I was saying about the situation with what's his name?
Fizz.
With Fizz. That just so happened to be a situation where a man was actually asked to take his child in, and he was able to do it. Most cases, the child normally is with the mom, and she ain't asked; she just got to do it. You know what I'm saying? So the scenario y'all talking about, like you say, you go to the doctor, you go and deal with all of these situations, and it's explained to you if this is going on, if you're suffering from this. In most cases, if that man just a baby daddy, he ain't went through no training. Ain't nobody talked to him about nothing. Ain't nobody told him the signs to look for in you. Y'all just been arguing for 9 months about a child that y'all had coming.
That's
and
fine.
we seen at Walmart, me and you was at Walmart, and the guy pulled up, took the car seat, gave her the car seat on the ground. She had 2 daughters.
It was too bad.
Took the 2 girls out the car, and she had the 2 girls, and she was trying to lock in the car seat.
He
and
drove
Melissa
off.
was like,
now that's sad. Now that's sad.
And I said, now
he drove off on that girl. That girl struggling, and she been talking, and he ain't been saying a word to her.
Right.
And she was standing talking to him. He ain't say a word. He took them car seats out. He was like, he got in his car and drove off. And she got 2 little kids. Like it looked like one may have been a year and one been a couple of months. So she got one like this.
1 and 3 or something.
Yeah, so she got one like this and the other. And so she got 2 car seats. She's trying to hook up,
put in
safely. Like, and you gonna drive off.
And then what I said to that is, I said, you don't know how it got there. I said my point is this. I'm not saying he's right.
Yes.
What I'm saying is, he could have kept the kids in his car until she got everything set up.
Right.
My point is, it could have been a situation where it was at the point where he could put the car seat in the car. And then it was, don't touch my shit. And then it was, stay the fuck away from me.
That's fine. That's very well and fine.
But I wouldn't leave.
But you can stay with your kids
kids.
While she's running her mouth and her.
Because what if that 3-year-old would have ran in the middle of the parking lot and got hit? Like, even if she want to be stupid, be stupid. But I would have sat in that car and wait till she got everything done and see and make sure my child was in that damn car safely before I drove the hell off.
I agree totally. The whole point is, it's like when you're talking about the mother, right? Mother is told these things, but you don't really think about it. You know, you taking drugs, you just finished having a child, you going through a lot, you got a lot of stuff going on, you got kids walking through while you talking and having an interview. You know what I'm saying? Like, so while all of these things going on, you're not thinking about the training that they gave you. You know what I'm saying? It's just in the moment. Whereas if you look at a situation when you in the moment, y'all arguing, male versus female, like,
maybe both of them.
A lot of things are forgotten at that time. When
I'm not saying the girl ain't wrong. I'm not saying the girl wasn't wrong.
I mean, I have witnessed it firsthand where a young lady, because everyone is about to go out to the club, you know, and the guy was dating, we're about to go out to the club, and it's like, you're not gonna watch the baby? You're not gonna watch the baby? No, go home. And next thing we know, it's like, hey man, your baby outside in the car seat.
No!
You know, it has happened. And it's like, wow, she did that.
That's serious.
We still going out.
You coming?
But
you can come?
You can't come. I can't, baby.
Well, we about to ride out. I'll go ride with your homeboy. Hey, y'all wait up. I'm coming with you.
But it has happened. And guess what? Hey, she in here. She at the top party too. She want to be there too. You know, I have seen it. But I was wrong. But you know what that guy did not do? He did not leave his child outside and be like, hey, come back and get this child. Hey,
what
come back and get this child. You know, it was immediately get his child, and he had to go home.
Yeah, because it's always that parent. You know, like my first child, his mom, for whatever reasons, wasn't really there. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was raised 17, 18 years without her. You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as you got a good parent, that's what matters. And a good parent is going to be a good parent.
But a lot of times you got to understand with the mother, we always typically take the gist. So, like, if we want to go out to go to party or whatever it is we want to do, we got to find a babysitter.
Very true.
You know what I'm saying? We got to find somebody to watch where you can just get up, get your ass up, get dressed, and go somewhere and go wherever you want to.
Girl, if I go out, he stay home.
No, I mean,
I ain't even with my child's father, but when I go out, he stay home, and it's not a job. That's your child.
But in a lot of cases, a lot of situations of women sit in that position, like they have to find.
Well, that's a baby daddy and a baby mama. I don't consider him a baby daddy. That's the father of my child.
And that may be the.
And I can respect that because I went through that my whole life. Like he was, we was pretty much by ourselves once he was like 2 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like, only reason I was in the military when he was 1. You know what I'm saying? And he was staying with my parents. But once he was like 2 or 3, he was with me. And that's just the whole point. So I understand that. Like I tell fellas, like, they don't think about the costs when they talking about child support. And you say, oh, well, I give her $200 a month. Okay, well, on a weekly basis, you're going to find somewhere for that $200 to go. Now, do I think you need $7,000 a month?
Why wouldn't you need $7,000 a month?
Do I think you need $7,000 a month? I don't have 5 kids in this world. Do I think you need $7,000?
For those guys who can afford that $7,000,
then yes,
I would need it because I would be the best mother that I could possibly be, and there on hand for my child's needs. You know, without all hours of
I'll call it the hip hop generation.
I don't
right?
like it.
You don't like child support? I love it.
Let me tell you why I
should have did it sooner.
I did child support because there was a situation, you know, with my son's father. All I asked for was after school care. We all know after school care for
like
a child that's like
a week.
8 years old, who's less than that. And I was asked, you can't pay half.
Half? So damn, what? You can't pay the whole?
You can't pay half of 45? I could, but that's all I was asking for. That is all I asked.
Here's my thing about child support. It's not about just asking you for money. The whole point is it's about taking care of that child as if that child should not know the difference between 2 parents living in a household together versus 2 parents outside of a household together. So if y'all was together, that child need to be taken care of the same way if y'all are together. Yeah. And if you are doing that willingly without putting in legalities of, you know, courts and judges and stuff, then that's fine. It's no problem. Like, no, don't put your baby daddy on child support if he's doing that willingly already. But if he's not doing that willingly already and you right here talking about, I made my bed, I gotta lie in it, I'm the one who had the baby. Like, you sound like a fool. Because you sound like a fool.
A damn pick me.
Because you're making this about you and your feelings. You may feel like, oh well, this is what my consequences of being with somebody not being married. No. Okay, that's your feelings. But speaking from somebody who I had to live without having child support, it could have been plenty of things I could have had or wanted as a child when I asked my parent, and I was deprived of it when if they had my father on child support, I would have got it.
Which is why,
my mom, but he wouldn't pay it anyway. He would have paid it eventually.
Which is
you know what I'm saying? I could have probably went to the college I wanted to go to, because he might have not paid it when he was supposed to, but he was gonna pay it, and that back child support could have been my tuition money to going to the school I wanted to go to.
And that's the reason why I influenced my child's mother to put her baby dad on child support.
Now you over here just messing up stuff.
The reason why I told her to do it is because, for one, that even if you don't need the money, put the money up. That can be a head start for that child when they become an adult. Absolutely. The whole point is you as a man should not be allowed to have a child and pretend like you didn't.
But let me say this too, and I ain't say men when them women drop them kids off that you don't put them on child support.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
I'm not saying that.
I agree totally. I never did it. I never did it, but I was thinking more so about my child, you know. But
I feel like if you doing it, period, whether you are a man or a woman, like even if you are a man and you like, well, I'm not gonna ask a woman to be giving me money for that.
Right.
like even if you put her on child support and you say, give me $20 a week, what it does is it makes that person remember that you have an obligation on this earth.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So every time she got to take $20 out of her paycheck or find $20 or she gonna go to jail, she remembers, I got a child.
And it could be something simple as, because I didn't grow up knowing the my dad's side of the family. You know, I didn't find out till I was like in high school that my paternal grandmother, we got the same birthday. You know, I didn't know something simple as that, but it could be something simple as you getting this reminder or that suspended license that, you know what, well, mama, you want to see her? I get her. I'm paying. You know?
Yeah,
I'm fine with that. I didn't have to spend my time with you.
That's what I believe.
It could have been with your family.
Exactly.
Right.
I never got to know close.
I always tell women, if your baby daddy is a deadbeat, put him on child support. For that very reason, for you to have an understanding that you do have a responsibility, and even if whatever, let it affect you however it affects you. Whether you just pay the money and never see the child, who cares? When that child get ready to get them a car, here you go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When that child get ready to buy a house, here you go.
Basically,
when that child need to go to school, here you go. And I always tell men that if you have trouble with visitation, you have trouble if a woman is using your child as a weapon, put some money up. Put $50 up. Put $100 up. Start calling lawyers and sit down with them. See if you get a payment plan. Now, you know, I done had like 4 fellas go through my program, and they all got visitation and have their children when they want to. I'm just saying.
Well, so basically,
you want to go through my program? We can hook you up.
Please stop the madness. So basically, at the end of the day, you know, I feel like a mutual consensus is, like, if you got a child, your child shouldn't be deprived from anything due to the fact that the other parent isn't available
you know,
financially
or
to be able to provide for that child.
Emotionally, or
it'd be one thing if both parents are financially responsible, but they just can't afford it. But it's a whole nother thing if, well, you don't have the help that you need from the other side to be able to give that child what they need. So the child should never be deprived due to the fact that a parent is unavailable. So, but we're going to move on to another relationship goal topic, which is Tierra Marie on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood as well. And the situation with Tierra is she's with the guy Akbar, and he has like
he has a wife and a girlfriend.
He has a wife and a girlfriend already. She went to the lawyer and had this man like about to prosecute this man for porn revenge.
This girl had a press conference.
Had
people come support her.
And then
the next day fly to the man to Texas. Before they went to London.
Yes, she did.
I'm just not a fan of TV.
He filmed it again. He filmed it again, by the way. This is after the sex tape. He filmed again. That was consensual, apparently.
And you know, it's another it's another little video clip out there with her arguing with the girlfriend outside of like an apartment or a hotel room. That was of recently, maybe a couple of months ago. So she's still dealing with the guy.
What?
So my thing was, though, I brought this up for relationship goals as far as you know, being in a relationship with like the sister wives. Like, what do y'all think about, sister wives? Because listen, hold on, wait a minute. Every example you saw was successful. What example that you see was successful?
Like that example on the show with Akbar.
That wasn't successful because wait a minute. It's not successful because I'm gonna tell you why. If it was successful, she would be okay with that. She wouldn't be arguing with the girlfriend. She wouldn't be upset and arguing with the wife. See, what Tierra wants is the man. She wants him. Solely. She don't want him with the
having type of relationship.
Yeah, having a marriage is not perfect. So when you say sister wives, that's supposed to be a marriage.
Yeah, so, you supposed to be, when it's sister, to say that that type of relationship it works because that's like if all three of us, you the man and all three of us are the women, we would be okay with it. We would know it, and we have a relationship amongst each other as well. because we would have a relationship like we're sisters, and we would try to actually get along to make this work. We wouldn't sit here and be fighting and talk about.
It's just with Tiara. She was being recruited.
Yeah.
The other two knew about Tiara.
Yeah, she was
so
blindsided.
They were all okay with him pursuing her. It's just that
she didn't know
was being recruited, but she obviously didn't have that much of a problem.
So
because she definitely
you don't
went
think
back.
she knew that he was married?
No,
but maybe
she didn't
thought
know.
she was being.
No, she really didn't.
She didn't know.
No, she didn't know.
What happened was he was dealing with her. He never told her about the other two women. Mm-hmm. That's why the wife was trying to fight Tiara, because when Tiara was like, I ain't know nothing about you, he told me y'all were separated, and she got upset by that.
Right.
Because from the arrangement that the wife had with him, it was like, we supposed to be picking these girls and adding them to our whole relationship. And you went out there and you told this girl you wasn't dealing with me, so you was being misleading and deceiving.
Yeah, she was basically like, we supposed to pick them together.
Okay.
But the thing about it is, like, Akbar and his first girl,
wife. The
his
first one
wife,
is the wife.
They're having, it's a power struggle there. That's the reason why you see what you see. That's the reason why you seen her turn to the other girl who been with them and like, you know, I'm number one.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's a power struggle right there between her and Akbar that's driving a wedge between the women. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, you know, she has a line. She has other businesses. The other young lady has a business. She runs a gym and does other things, and they all bring the money in. That's the way that situation works.
But here's the thing with y'all black men. So I gotta put the thing. I ain't gonna burn it, but I got to put it down. Okay, y'all like to talk about this thing, sister wife, concubine relationships, but y'all don't actually tell the factual truth about the situation. So here's facts number one. Facts number one: it is a hierarchy. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? This new shit y'all trying to make every woman equal, but that's not how it originated. It was not about no, we all equal. It was a hierarchy. The first wife, the first three wives was like the supremes, and everybody else afterwards was just,
but who
you was just
with
whatever.
That?
So in that sense, saying that, like, no woman wants to feel like they ain't, like, imagine you being in a relationship for the rest of your life with a man with other women, but you ain't gonna never feel like you number one.
That's like you the bottom.
You the bottom bitch. Well, no, and bottom bitch in the sense of you ain't the bottom bitch in the pimp life is a good thing, but you just insignificant.
And here's the thing, especially when you speak on black men.
Yeah.
Especially when you speak on black men, like, I don't know too many men who realistically, not cats who just like, oh yeah, having 3 women. I don't know no man who realistically is like, yeah, give me 3 or 4 wives.
I'm gonna tell you, what I'm saying? Gonna have 3 or 4 wives.
Not to mention,
I'm gonna have me some
not to mention, you see the man having a power struggle with the number one lady. You know what I'm saying? He having a power struggle with his first wife.
And let me tell you why he's having a power struggle. That's another thing. The second thing in those situations is you are supposed to relinquish the power to the first wife. She's supposed to be over the rest of the wives. Like, she's supposed to keep the rest of the wife. It's like the bottom bitch in pimping. The bottom bitch supposed to keep the rest of the hoes in line. That's how that works.
Which is my point.
It's a scary symbolism.
But guess what? He's not supposed to either.
But listen, black men and pimping and these
polygamous
lifestyle is just so parallel. But anyway,
history is doomed to repeat itself. But I don't necessarily think that's a lifestyle for every person. You just asked what we thought about the lifestyle, and when you say black men, I don't know a bunch of black men who polygamous.
Right.
Yeah, but y'all always talk about
black men, don't you?
Muslims, but they're
if you tell a black man, hey, if I was to bring another woman in and we have a menage, would you be cool with that? Black man would be like, if that's what you want to do, but inside he'd be like, hell yeah. Now, if you flip it and you say, black man, if I was to bring another black man, yeah, because she attacking the black men. So if you was to say, well, let me finish that. if you was to say, hey, black man.
Hey, black man.
How about we have a menage? I bring another black man through.
Well, honestly,
these black men.
But honestly, I don't want that shit.
Nah, but that's not.
If you come with
another
balls with your balls, I'm be like, clearly, there's some other things you like that I don't know about, and I ain't really into that.
If they cool with the train, something wrong with that?
Together, that's the whole point of having a threesome is having the.
Well, he didn't say threesome. He said just
another person.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
I ain't got time for one child.
This is a new age thing right here.
I ain't got no energy for two.
This a new age thing right here.
You gonna have to do the second round.
Women was like, oh, that's not a train. That's a menage. Women started saying that. They started saying that's not a train. If we got two men, that's a menage. So I'm just using that as an example.
No. It's a menage when y'all are actively having sex together. Yeah. It's a train when each guy taking their turn.
You just a connecting car.
Yeah, they taking their turn.
You bend over and then one take a turn
and then another take a turn. That ain't no menage.
If
that's
one burning the head and one hitting it from the back.
Yeah.
That's
you rocking. You rocking. What you getting oral and you getting hit from the back. That's a whole lot of work.
But that's just the point. Like that's the conversation that people don't have.
Get on this from T. I'll be out.
We was talking about sister wives.
I'm just saying sister wives, and you don't get to. And let's say you in that type of relationship, that polygamy. You don't get to have like if you just be like, "Ooh, girl, I'm gonna go home with my man, get some from my man," and that. But bitch, if it ain't your week or your day, you ain't doing nothing. So you about to tell me that I got needs and I gotta sit over here by myself. When I got needs, nigga, I got somebody too.
And you can't
trust and believe. I see, but that's why I wouldn't work, because I would have somebody. Cause I be the bitch be in the club. They be like, you can have numbers. I sure can on 1 week out the month. I sure can, cause he ain't gonna be with me. He got other women.
So
to
obviously you against being a sister wife.
Right? Yeah. Oh, I know I couldn't be a sister. I couldn't be a sister wife because I know that in a sense I'm a little needy and I'm kind of selfish and I'm needy
very selfish
and I want my time. So if you can't give it to me, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna find it from somebody else. So I couldn't be a sister wife because I'm gonna cheat, and I'm gonna tell you that I'm gonna cheat. You can't give me my time and my attention because you talking about you over here with this bitch. Then I'm gonna be like, okay, cool. I'm gonna call Tyrone and tell him to come over.
This Tyrone. Hey. What did you say?
Look how Mom looking at me.
I don't look like
I was about to ask her if she was married, but you know.
I was in a relationship for 10 years. I do not like that up on me-ness. So at this point in my life, I wouldn't mind being a sister wife. Because, go away for 3 weeks.
No, if I'm don't feel like being bothered.
You're a married woman, that's different.
I don't feel like being bothered.
That's different. I really don't. Like, this is why I choose not to.
But see, that's why I say that's the selfish nature in me, because it's one thing if I don't feel like being bothered and I want you gone.
Don't you ever tell me that.
It's another thing when you tell me I ain't got time because I'm over here with the first wife. You what?
You ain't gotta say
you ain't got time for me.
Just don't tell me you ain't got time. I don't want to ever hear that.
First wife learned how to do this new thing. We was watching this movie. So I'm gonna skip your week this month. Okay.
That's fine. Don't ask no questions when I come with new tricks in the bag. Where you learn that from? Don't worry about it.
Listen, if your man cheating, he don't care nothing about you cheating until he find out.
Well, Tiara, I would just say this, honey. Like, listen.
I'm sorry, Dad.
Be with the nigga. Cause you want to be with him.
Yeah, just go on and be with him.
Just be with the nigga. Be happy. You know.
And it's not like he's not elevating her. He takes care of all of his women. One got a damn gym.
They take care of each other.
One got a fashion line.
That's another thing. I ain't about to be taking care of no other.
I'm not putting money on
He got enough money to do it.
They take care of each other.
No potluck.
They was recruiting her, so they had her driving one of their cars and stuff like that.
I'm not doing that. No, we not doing that.
Shout out to everybody living that life.
We ain't putting no money in the pot. Now he either gonna listen. I'm gonna be old school. You better have as many as you can take care of. Now if you can't afford to take care of me with your own money, then I ain't for you, because I'm not about to be sharing no pot and be working for us.
Get you a little country family.
So y'all had anybody had a meme of the week, something that they thought was funny that they saw?
I didn't have one that was
funny. Well, let me say, a meme could be inspirational. It could be a skit that was funny, like any of those things.
It's not really inspirational, but I feel like it's a message that people who especially like to maybe deliver messages, and people who should be receiving something. But just something simple that I always like to remember. You cannot force someone to understand a message they are not ready to receive. So I believe in this. I believe in this because you're wasting your breath. I don't believe in just wasting my breath. Trying to beat something across someone's head if I know, as my husband will tell me, you're beating a dead horse right now. And that got me in the mind state. If he's not ready to receive someone, or just people in general, you're arguing with someone and you feel like,
that's so true.
If I tell them this, it's going to turn into a blowout. Then you know, before you even say it, they are not ready to receive it. You keep that in mind until they're ready. And when people are ready to receive stuff, you know it. You can feel it. Like I can feel it in my spirit when someone is ready to receive something. Then it brings me to say, well, I feel like you're ready for me to say this. And then I say it, and that works so much better than causing maybe like a huge debate or a fallout or something like that. That's my meaning.
That's enlightening. I had to learn that. That was a lesson I had to learn this week. So, that's
maybe I ain't bringing you out.
Okay, what's your meme?
Mine came from inspirational words from, I was going to do me, but I'm going to do Dave Chappelle. And what Dave Chappelle said is, he said,
now why you ain't got this damn meme already?
I had it up. I'm trying to deliver it correctly.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about. It's on the song.
No, I don't.
He said,
I always tell the truth.
Break it down.
He said, I always tell the truth. And right now I'm lying.
No, he said, I always tell the truth.
Okay.
And that's a lie.
Yes.
And that's the motherfucking truth. So, I'm just saying that because my quote was, the truth can never be a lie.
That's
true. You know what I'm saying?
He right though, because he said, I always tell the truth. And that's a motherfucking lie. And that's the motherfucking truth. He told the truth. He's basically saying that I do lie. I lie. And that's the truth. That's the truth. Did you have a meme?
Yeah, it's this little thing. It says, you will never be criticized by someone who is doing more than you. You will only be criticized by someone doing less.
And that's the
that's the truth. That's the motherfucking
And I learned that the hard way.
Word.
The very hard way.
It happens.
Yes, I never thought about it like that. Yeah, you never.
Oh, another one.
No, it's my time.
Right.
And of course, I gotta come with some shallow shit. Cause y'all got inspirational meme. But my meme really was a skit, and it was from Catfish.
Why you don't got that ready?
I told you it was from the Catfish one.
From the show.
The Catfish show, and I don't know if y'all saw that one. And the young lady she got caught in catfish. I had to see. I was ready now. And she said,
"Oh, this was why you can't be with me?
Why I can't be with you?
Why I can't be with you?" She's like,
he looks so disappointed.
Like, not disappointed, but really.
She said, "Why I can't be with you?" And he said, "Now you know why you want me to say it, don't you?"
Let's act it out. Let's act it out for the people.
Let's act it out.
Let's act it out. Go ahead.
So why I can't be with you?
You just want me to say it, don't you?
No, I want to understand why I can't be with you. I want to understand.
You just want me to say it. Now keep in mind, the girl is not his type.
At all.
He don't want to say that she not his
She's
type.
not most people type.
He trying to. This is his moment. He on TV. He can get some points.
When he
can get some points if he do this the right way.
He trying to get me to say this shit.
Listen, if he did it the wrong way, if he was like, you fat back,
People would have been
he would have lost points.
Yeah.
But if he was like, we gonna always be friends, then you get him a nice young lady from that. So she put him in an awkward position.
She did. No, but
really want me to say.
Honestly, maybe
that shit was
no. But if you ask us the question,
I can't.
You ask us a question like that to me, I'm gonna give you a real answer. If you really
he
what you did.
A lot because if he would have said it, then he would have looked shallow.
No, he would not
have.
No, he would not have. Mind you, first of all, it's catfish. First of all, you already lied. You already know the person I fell in love with.
I'm not against all the time. You just saying, bitch.
That was the way out.
I would have been truthful.
I told him that was the way out right there.
Yep.
That was the way out. To be like,
yep.
The nerve of you after you lied to me all this time.
Because at this point, I'm the victim.
Right.
So yeah, I would have told the
truth. And then you just get up. Then you get up and walk off.
Right. Because you want to be cute and ask a dumb question. You know damn well why we can't do this right now.
Get me out of here, Nee. Get me out of here, Nee. And look out the window. And you just look out the window right now. That's it.
I went wide on that.
I had to give her the strategy though. She came with the strategy like,
I'm gonna put your ass on the spot and make you say
like taste.
She did what she was supposed to do. I ain't
Why it almost looked like she didn't want to ask it though. It kind of like she didn't want to ask. Like ask. She's like.
She knows she didn't. She didn't want to hear the truth.
Why can't
just mad no neck?
Why she can't be with you? We still want to.
Cause he at home, he'll be watching the
I know why you can't be with her. Listen.
Even if he said he was a liar.
Listen.
That's why you picked that me.
Let her be in that position. It's a big ugly dude. Big old out the way dude that you wasn't with.
I'm a cop out and be like, you just lied to me. We can't build nothing off of no lie.
If I'd have asked you, why you can't build me on?
Cause you a liar. Then I was gonna call Vita. Then I'll call Vita and be like, now you know this big fat nasty nigga gonna come.
Just because you asked me the question, I would have gave you a real answer. You would have your feelings hurt.
I'm not shy. What other meme did you have?
Oh, I just got shout out to Shorty versus Elliot. He posted something today that I reposted. Friendly reminder. Every status isn't a sneak diss. It's nobody's fault it fits you.
I reposted that.
That's just real.
I reposted that.
Like that.
That's just real.
I definitely reposted
that. Cause
that.
y'all know y'all be sitting there and like, and you see what that nigga wrote? I know he talking about me. I know he's saying that shit about me because.
Cause if I posted I had some good fried chicken today, you wouldn't thought I was talking about you.
But that's why I tell people, like, when you see something, that's my philosophy is this. If you ain't saying it to me, that shit don't mean nothing to me.
It always goes on.
It don't mean nothing to me. And if I confront you and I ask you about it and you still act like you on that, then I'ma do the same. I'ma act like that shit don't apply to me.
I do that though.
And you ain't talking
if
about
I know
me.
we got something personal going on and I see you do post something and you didn't come straight to me
and I asked
you about it.
Yeah.
If you tell me no, then fine. If so, just
I
know that I came straight to you. I didn't cause no trauma on Facebook.
I hate that.
I don't like that.
I'm not about to do that.
Woman.
Yeah, I'm not. Like, if you got an issue and you got a problem with me, even if I saw a post and I'm like, that seems like you talking about me. If I'm not gonna address it to you, then I'm not gonna entertain it. Like, okay, it ain't about me. But if I feel like it is, and I'm gonna address it to you, and I'm not gonna make a spectacle or scene.
I did get caught up like that.
I'm gonna write you
on yesterday.
I'm gonna write you in your inbox, and I'm gonna ask you straight up, and that's your ability. That's your chance to be real with me and tell me what it is.
This homegirl posted something, and then I was like, oh, that looked good. And then she was like, girl, but this. And I was like, yeah, I understand. And then right after that, the sister was like, eyes rolled. And you know why I did that? And I was like,
no, why?
Tell me why you did that.
I would ask. I'm like, why you did that?
Tell me why you did that. Because I'm not afraid to talk to nobody. I'm real open when it comes to that now.
Well, we about to wrap it up with our MCM and our WCW. Anybody got an MCM or a WCW today?
I'll choose my husband for this.
Oh,
I am.
Why?
Outside of him saying, "Oh, you going to your tea party and stuff," but you know, he's a good father, and you know, he's allowing me my time.
Oh,
that's good.
That's
so
good. Woo, woo, woo. Do you have a WCW or MCW?
I was scrolling through Instagram trying to find.
You already know who that bitch is. If it's a WCW, you done seen that big booty bitch on your timeline sometimes. You already know. You can say her name.
Since she said the bitch, I'm
go.
So my WCW is this. I mean, the wife. You know what I'm saying?
I can be.
I salute her for all that she doing for staying genuine and for having genuine feelings that sometimes people can hurt. So you know what I'm saying? Like,
I have feelings.
The fact of having genuine feelings towards people, that's a rare thing now. So you know what I'm saying? I salute you for
and
that.
I think, you know what, I think with me sometimes, because I am opinionated and I get called Tammy from Basketball Wives or Nene, people really don't think that my feelings can get hurt too.
Melissa,
and they don't
feelings matter.
Yes. And I genuinely have like care for you, that does hurt my feelings when I see that people do.
Well, I see you don't waste your breath on people. That's why I know you care.
Oh no,
because you wouldn't have wasted your breath.
Yeah,
if you didn't care.
I don't
exactly. You don't take me to seem like that type of person. You know
I have a WCW and an MCM, and my WCW is Remy Ma, and my MCM is Charlamagne the God this week, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because even though a lot of people come at both of these people, because sometimes they don't always have the popular opinion. It's always authentic, and it's them. And it's real, and I appreciate it. And I love the stuff that Remy Ma has been saying on State of the Culture, you know, about the whole women as far as putting themselves in positions to have children for the purpose of gaining and trying to monopolize on, you know, their whole fame or financial status or whatever. Like, she said that in the position that she in, that a lot of people criticize her for saying, but I feel like it's some truth in that, and she was willing to put herself on the line to speak that, regardless of how people felt, you know, whether they agree or disagree. And Charlamagne does that a lot of the time too. I think he puts himself out there. He says his opinion, whether you like it or not. His opinion is true, and he's not going to differ or waver from that. So that's why I chose those two people for my MCM and my WCW.
Got you.
Is that it? Everything? Can we clink, y'all? You wrapping it up? Oh,
I had MCM.
Okay, go ahead. What's up?
It's Henry Valdez. That's my daughter's father.
Okay.
Because I don't have to deal with no drama.
All right.
We are not together, but we are great parents. I'm not gonna lie. I never had to deal with no child support, and
that's good.
We may fuss amongst each other, but that never reflect our kid. I cannot be happier to have him as a dad and the support that he has.
That's good.
With everything that I'm doing right now, because your boy paying my bills while I'm sitting there chasing my dream.
All right.
Hello. But he's doing the damn thing though. So.
Amen. Okay, we're gonna cling to that. So I thank y'all for tuning in for another episode of Drinks in the Discussion with the Dreambella. I'm a little tipsy, so excuse me if I sound like I'm slurring a little bit. But we're gonna be out on this note. Can we cheers? Can we clink our glasses together?
I got glass.
What would you drink?
Where's my glass?
Thank y'all for tuning in. We will see y'all next time. Y'all have a good evening. Bye bye.